Good morning, students of class 12. I welcome you on the offline classes. So now here I will continue the ongoing chapter, but as there is a due to the shortage of time, the 12 pine is lag. Then I will have to continue with the nomenclature which we have already done on the class 12 book. Now here it is the repetition of the nomenclature, the specially for 12 pine students. So uh, it will be the nomenclature section. Now, nomenclature of coordination compounds. We know coordination compounds, we know ligands, we know the bonding pattern and everything. Now, this nomenclature is recommended by IUPAC. Now, it is a recommendation given by IUPAC, and on the basis of that recommendation, there are we have to nomenclate and coordination compounds. Now, when we naming a coordination compounds, how many portions are there? So there we know that there are the ligands and the central metal atom. Now we have to follow the rules given for the nomenclate the ligands and also the central metal atom. Now when we nomenclate the central metal atom, so the metal atom and ligands. Metal atoms. Now, when a complex is of cationic type, cationic, anionic, it is dependent on the charge on the central metal atom. Now, when cationic species is there, then there is a no change in the name of the metal atom. Suppose it is a compound of iron, then it is the iron 2 or iron 3 will be represented in the first bracket. But if it is an anionic complex, then there is a change. So first of all, it is the section is to nomenclate the central metal atom. Now, if it is an anionic complex, suppose it is a complex of iron. So if the species is FeCN6, now it is 3 minus. If the charge is 3 minus, then iron is in +3 oxidation state. But as the overall species is anionic, so it is hexacyanoferrate. The name of this species is hexacyanoferrate. Means remember that the nomenclature of an inorganic coordination compounds, all the letters will follow the small hand, and if there is a cationic and anionic type of complex as there, that is the combination of cationic and anionic type, then it will be represented as the one is cationic part and another one is anionic part, right? Now here first of all it is the anionic part. So for this reason it is hexacyanoferrate 3. Hexacyanoferrate 3. I am able to understood you about that the species, that is it is a anionic type complex. But if it is cationic type, suppose one example of cationic type is PtNH3 whole 4. PtNH3 whole 4, it is 2 plus. PtNH3 whole 4 2 plus. Now here here it is a cationic type. So here the tetra, I am coming to this tetra or hexa later on when we nomenclate the ligands, but here tetraamine platinum, tetraamine platinum 2. So here as it is a cationic type species, the name of the metal atom as it is, that is platinum or iron or cobalt, etc. But if it is an anionic species, that means the coordination entity comes with a negative charge, then it will be of that type. That is, for iron it is ferrate, for platinum it is platinate, for cobalt it is cobaltate, etc. Now next, if it is plumbum, that is lead, then it is plumbate, etc. So it is to nomenclate the metal atom. So there are two kinds, one is cationic and another one is anionic. If cationic species is there, there is no change, and then the anionic. Now coming to the name of the ligands. First of all, there is a different rule. There is different rule to nomenclate the ligands. The ligands may be of three types. We know it is neutral, it is cationic and anionic. Neutral species, cationic species and anionic species. So the name of the ligands will be, there will be different rule for that to nomenclate the ligands. And first of all, we have to nomenclate the ligands and then central atomic. First of all, ligands and then central atomic. We have to nomenclate. First of all, ligands. And the name of the ligands will follow alphabetical order. Alphabetical order. So, first of all, naming of the ligands, and always the first letter starts with a small hand, and there will be only one word. There is no space in between the words or in between the names of the ligand. So it is the alphabetical order will be followed to nomenclate the ligands and then the name of the central atom. Now, if it is a ionic species, then at last it will be one term, that is ion. If it is an ionic species, if it is identified in the representation, then ion will be mentioned at last. So it is the basic rule. Now coming to the naming of ligands. Naming of the ligands, first of all, coming with naming of ligands. Now the rules is, if the name of the ligands, that is general name of the ligands, ends with IDE, then there will be only O, that is IDO. If it is ends with E, then it is O, right? So if it is ends with IDE, then it is O. If it is ends with E, then it is also O. And another one, that is, if it is ends with ATE or ITE, then it will be ATO or ITO. Just coming with example, here IDE, chloride, IDE, so it becomes CHLORIDO. So IDE is converted to IDO. Here also the bromine. Now in bromine, it is bromido. Next is only E. E means, that is the name ends with E. That is, for example, SUL PHAPE, sulfate. It is of anionic. E is here, so it will be sulfate O. Only E is converted to O. Here it is sulfate to sulfato by this thiocyanate, thiocyanato, isothiocyanato, etc. So the name ends with, general name ends with IDE is converted to IDO. Name ends with E, name general name is converted to O. ATE or ITE is converted to ATO or ITO, and these are the examples. Here carbonate. What is the last three digits? AT. It will be converted to ATO. So carbonato. So this is the basic three rules to nomenclate the ligands. Now there are some ligands which is named, which is different from their general name. That is the water molecule. Water, it is named as aqua. Water is named as aqua. In the same manner, there are also different molecules, that is NH3. We know it is ammonia, but it is amine. It is amine in coordination chemistry. So these are the different kinds of ligand. Now if cationic ligands are there, that is, for example, NO2 plus, it is nitrosonium. NO2 plus is nitronium. It is nitronium, and the NO plus is nitrosonium. NO2 plus is nitronium and NO plus is nitrosonium. This is of cationic, it is neutral, and these are anionic. So anionic ligands, neutral ligands and cationic ligands. These are the different kinds of ligands and their rules to nomenclate them. Next one is the so we have known the how to nomenclate the central metal atom and how to nomenclate the ligands and how alphabetical order will be followed. Suppose a order that is H2O and NH3. So H2O is aqua and NH3 is amine. Now which one will precede? The amine will precede, right? If it is NH3 and chlorine, it is very simple. So amine will precede and then the chloride. And the next point, that is how to represent the number of ligands. So next point, that is how to represent number of ligands. So there are two different kinds of rule. That is, if monodentate ligand, then di, tri, tetra is used. If monodentate ligand, suppose 2Cl2, then 2-dichlorido, dichlorido is used. Next, if it is CN, then cyano, because cyanate, ATE, ATO, cyanato, so CN2, it is dicyanato, right? So by this way we can represent the monodentate ligand. But if the ligand already contains such kind of ligand, that is there is different kind of ligand, that is ethylene diamine, that is EN, the short small representation is EN. So in this kind of ligand there is already a term, that is di. So when a ligand in its general name there is a term, that is di, tri, etc., then the representation of such kind of ligand comes with the name, that is bis, tris, tetrakis. Bis, that means 2, tris, that means 3, and tetrakis, that means 4. Now if there is two ethylene diamine ligands, that is En2 is represented as bis, sorry, it is in small hand, bis ethylene diamine. Now ethylene diamine is better to represent by ethane 1,2 diamine. It is better to represent ethane 1,2 diamine. Now it is the representation of such kind of ligand which already contains the bi or tri, etc. Right? Now coming to the very simple example on that. I am writing down the representation, that is there are two kinds of nomenclature, that is one is from the symbol or from the formula to nomenclature, another one from the nomenclature to formula. So first of all we have to go with formula to nomenclature. CO, Cl2, En whole 2, Cl. Now first of all identify as there is a chloride atom at the outer sphere of the out of the coordination sphere. Now here it is a cationic type, because to neutralize the charge there is one chlorine atom. So it is, as it is a cationic type species, so the cobalt will named as cobalt with its oxidation state. Now the ethylene diamine, so here we will follow the latest rule, that is bis ethane 1,2 diamine, and chloro, that is ethane or C ethane 1,2-diamine, or C chlorine. So the chlorine will precede. So the name of the compound will be dichlorido bis ethane 1,2-diamine cobalt 3 chloride. Right? So as the chlorine will precede, that in the ethane, and the cobalt 3 chloride. Dichlorido bis ethane 1,2-diamine cobalt 3 chloride. There is no space. So there is no space. Di CHLORIDO chlorido bis ethane 1,2-diamine bracket close cobalt 3 chloride. So it is the name. There is no space and all the letters are in small hand letter. So just explaining the name, dichlorido. So first of all, that is chloro and it is ethane. So C will precede, for this reason chlorido. Now bis, as it is a bidentate and the name already comes with a diamine, then it is the bis ethane 1,2-diamine cobalt. Now oxidation state. How to calculate oxidation state? X minus 2 plus, it is a neutral ligand, it is equal to plus 1. So X equal to plus 3. So it is plus 3 is here, and the chloride, that is this one. So chloride here is only to neutralize the charge. It is only to neutralize the charge. It is not a ligand. For this reason, it is chloride only. That is the general name. Next one example, that is PT platinum NH3 whole twice, PT NH3 whole twice, chlorine NO2. There is no charge on the outside or any one species. Now here three ligands are there. One is nitrito, another one is chloro, another one is amine. So the first of all it is amine, then chlorine, and then nitro. The name of the compound is diamine chlorido nitro platinum 2. Diamine chlorido nitro platinum 2. That's all. So why diamine? Only two amine molecule is there. Chloro, that is chlorido, anionic ligand NO2, that is nitro, because NO2 comes with 1 minus charge, and for this reason, as it is neutralized, here minus 1, here minus 1. So all the charges neutralized. For this reason, platinum was in plus 2 oxidation state. So it is only the basic idea about that. On the next class, if it will be online or offline, you have to follow it. In the next class also, we will discuss from the nomenclature of the coordination compounds, and in the 12 point it will be from the detail of the nomenclature. But you have to, if you have to take the concept from these offline videos, and 12 oak will continue with the nomenclature, some more examples, and then it will be the isomerism. But for 12 point it will be only the repetition of these on the next classes. So that's all from that, and I'm waiting for the next class. So till then, goodbye.